The Boston Red Sox have made a huge move with major implications going forward. I'm here to break down the newest member of the IL in Jordan Hicks and why this is a great move for the Red Sox going forward, as well as why it's not yet time to panic in Boston after yesterday's horrific outing in Fenway against the Cleveland Guardians. We'll break down all of that on this episode of Red Sox Digest, but first, please do remember, scroll down and click the subscribe button if you're a part of the percentage not currently subscribed to the channel. We do appreciate all the love and support, so thank you guys. But now let's get to it and break down why there's no time to panic in Boston. Now, they are 2-1. Boston is 2-1 in the month of September up to this point, but obviously they are 0-1 without their star rookie Roman Anthony. They're going to be without Roman for the next 4 to 6 weeks, so they are going to have to shape up and learn to win without him. Yes, they have been wildly successful when he has been called up. Since June 8th, this Red Sox team has looked polar opposite of how they looked before Roman was called up, specifically offensively. But it's really the pitching. The Red Sox have leaned on the pitching, whether it's starters, whether it's the bullpen, and they have answered the call up to this point. Really, everyone but Jordan Hicks. Yesterday, if you guys missed the game, it wasn't great for Boston. They got beat up early and often in this game, and a lot of it came on the back of Jordan Hicks, who came into this game in the second inning and simply did not look good. Everything was flat, and he was getting hit very, very hard. He only gave up 4 hits, but every hit he gave up was scorched off the bat, including 1 home run. He only recorded 1 out. It was on a strikeout. He ended up giving up 4 hits, 4 runs. All of them were earned. Again, that 1 strikeout we mentioned. He didn't walk anybody, but on 16 pitches to give up 4 hits, it's not like, it's okay that you don't walk guys. It's great you're not walking guys. But when you're throwing over the heart of the plate and you're getting barreled time after time after time, and this is nothing relatively new for Red Sox Nation and Jordan Hicks in a Boston Red Sox jersey, because since he has arrived in Boston and he has started pitching on the major league level for this Red Sox team, he's been abysmal. There's no way around it. He has not been good. He has been probably the lowest and worst link, the weakest link in this Red Sox bullpen, and really the entirety of the pitching staff, whether you want to take in account for the starters and the bullpen collectively. Jordan Hicks has been just a failure in Boston, and I hate saying that because there was a lot of optimism, there was a lot of hope going behind Jordan Hicks because he was a substantial piece coming back for that in that Rafael Devers trade that sent Devers to San Francisco earlier this season. His stats with Boston: 18 2/3, 25 hits given up, 17 earned runs, 12 walks in 15 Ks, 3 home runs with a 321 OPP average, and a 198 whip. His ERA is not great either. He is just getting absolutely torched on the mound when he's in a Red Sox jersey, and it's not great. But now he's going to the IL, as reported and written by Chris Calito, that we're going to break down now. That quote I have here: Hicks, who watched the ERA with the Boston balloon up to 8.20 when he allowed 4 earned runs on 4 hits, including a Gabriel Arias homer, which was his first of his career, mind you, while recording just a single out in Wednesday's 8-1 loss to the Guardians, will be placed on the 15-day IL injured list with a shoulder issue ahead of Friday's game in Arizona. According to multiple sources, left-hander Chris Murphy will join Boston's bullpen as a long relief option. Now, Jordan Hicks going to the IL is a good thing. He can go to the IL for the next 15 days. I doubt he'll make another major league start. I'm not quite sure if there's actually an injury here or if things are just not working out in Boston. Expect Hicks to come back next year because he's under contract for the next 2 seasons with the Boston Red Sox. I expect next year to look a lot different. And expect this offseason to be a long, hard-working offseason for Jordan Hicks, where he tries to greatly improve around a bunch of really other good pitching arms, whether they are in the coaching staff and previous guys that were in the MLB, or if they're guys like Garrett Crochet, Lucas Giolito, Brayan Bello, and other quality guys that are already on this Red Sox team in that rotation coming out of the bullpen. But up to this point in the year since being acquired by the Red Sox, it simply has not worked, and he has finally earned himself a spot on the IL where he most likely will not return to this Red Sox team on the major league level for the foreseeable future, for at least this remainder of the season. So why is it not yet time to panic? If this is what we just witnessed from the Boston Red Sox in their most recent outing, their first game without Roman Anthony. Well, the offense, they weren't able to score runs, but they did collect 7 hits in this game. Only got out hit by 4, despite being outscored by 6 runs. A lot of the damage came in that second inning. And outside of that, the Red Sox bullpen got the job done. And specifically, Zach Kelly, the new guy for the Boston Red Sox, ended up going 4 innings of relief here. Only gave up 2 hits, did not give up a single run while striking out 4, throwing a lot of strikes. 71% of his 63 pitches were 4 strikes. He ended up attacking hitters. And for his first appearance for the Red Sox in a while, he looked really, really good. And it was unexpected, as Dustin May also made an appearance in this game where he went 3 innings in relief. And a lot of the broadcasters, as well as a lot of Red Sox Nation, were expecting Dustin May to collect the vast majority of innings, be the second, if not the third guy called upon out of the bullpen for the Red Sox. But after the start of this game, where obviously Bernie started it, and then Jordan Hicks then quickly followed up, and things got out of hand very, very quickly. I don't know why the Red Sox didn't go to Hicks, or why they went to Hicks immediately and they didn't go to Dustin May. I'm not sure if they were hoping that Jordan Hicks would show them something and try to collect 3 to 4 innings from him. Obviously, that was not the case. But we do have an idea of why or what this expectation going forward is going to be for the Red Sox, because the offensive production yesterday against the Guardians without Roman was lackluster, and a lot of it falls on Alex Bregman. Obviously, it is a team effort, but Alex Bregman has been a shell of himself for the last month, if you will, last 28 days, and things have just not worked out for him in the Red Sox. If he can get back to that rhythm and find his footing once again, I think the Red Sox offense is going to be just fine, especially if they can lean on the pitching the way they have up to this point in the year. And Alex Cora gave us a great idea of really what it's going to take to continue to win and remain in the top of this playoff hunt, not only in the AL, but to possibly make a run at the AL East division. Now, Christopher Smith gave us this great tweet. The Red Sox were 32-35 when they called up Roman Anthony from AAA on June 8th. Since then, Boston has gone 46-27. Cora was asked how the team can replicate this success without Anthony. Quote, "We keep pitching," Cora said. Quote, "We keep pitching and playing good defense. I think Roman is a part of that, but the pitching has been the key this season, and we expect to keep pitching, and the other guys have to step up offensively." And that is the end of the quote from Alex Cora. Again, I will tag this tweet down below for all Christopher Smith intel and information, as he is very good at what he does at covering Boston sports and specifically the Red Sox. He is... Alex Cora, that is 100% right. You have to lean on the pitching. Offense is great when you can score 5, 6, 7, 8 runs a game. But what happens when you're giving up 5, 6, 7, 8 runs a game? You have to flat out outscore everybody, and you're not going to be able to do that time in and time out, because pitching in the major leagues is very, very good. Fall on the backs of these starters that the Red Sox have and continue to see the production that we've seen all year long. Tops of the league when it comes to starter ERA, tops of the league when it comes to bullpen ERA. And it's not something that's just happened over the last 15 or 20 or 30 days. These are season-long numbers that you're looking at here in these graphics from MLB.com. And if you look at the numbers over the more recent 10 years, or the last recent stretch, I have them here. Where did I put them? Right here. Again, Jake on Twitter, or Iggy on Twitter, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce your last name. Overall ERA is 3.29, first in the MLB. Starter ERA 3.23, first in the MLB. And the reliever ERA is 3.39, first in the AL and third in the MLB. And that is since June 8th. This tweet was 7 days ago on September 27th, 7 days ago. The pitching has been there all year long, whether you want to go from June 8th or whether you want to go from the start of the MLB season. The Red Sox pitching has been substantial, has been very beneficial, and has resulted in keeping them in a lot of games they may have had no business winning, even just as last year, if you want to compare to last year's team. This is the upcoming schedule. Friday, we get a Peyton Tolley start in Arizona. It'll be a first of a 3-game series out in Arizona before going 3 games to play the A's. This is a very, very, very favorable part of the schedule. The next 6 games could be absolute wins before coming back home to Fenway to host the New York Yankees. That'll be a major series. But you have 9 games here, 6 of them against the Athletics, 3 of them against the Arizona Diamondbacks, who have been very, very underwhelming this season. These are wins the Red Sox have to collect, especially when you have other opponents like the Blue Jays, the Rays, the Tigers, and the Yankees rounding out the rest of this month. You have to get hot. You have to get hot at the right time. The pitching needs to be what gets hot. This is the upcoming schedule for pitching and who we can expect on the mound. I mentioned Peyton Tolley on Friday, followed by Lucas Giolito and Brayan Bello, before we then get to see the ace Garrett Crochet make a return since his rough outing 2 days ago against the same Cleveland Guardians team that resulted in a shootout win for the Boston Red Sox. It'll be interesting to see how all things play out. I will say Tolley will be going on 5 days rest when his next appearance following Friday's start on Wednesday against the Athletics, which is odd because he's been going on 6 or 7 days rest down in AAA, and they waited to use him, didn't want to use him yesterday against the Guardians because of only being at, I believe, 5. That would have been the 5th day of rest for him. So giving him more time, going to a bullpen game, which was not a good result. But in the end, Jordan Hicks is now a part of the IL, and the Red Sox have a lot of good offensive pieces still without Roman Anthony there. They just have to wake up and find the bat. Let me know down below your overall thoughts and opinions on Jordan Hicks being moved to the IL and your expectations for the Red Sox through the month of September. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.